Yes, it is. Whatever.
Did Travis really beat you like 3 times?
Yes. Yesterday was an off day. Yeah.
Hope it's in
Boy, it's gonna be my on day. Really? Yes. I might try the Seahawks out though.
They are pretty good. Have you used them yet?
No. I'm fixing to test them out.
Is there a roster update yet?
I have no idea. Oh yeah. Drew Lock is the GOAT. Eli Manning's carrying the team right now. The Giants. Yeah, they're beating the Eagles. Boy.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Yeah, I'm just going to spin right
into
into
bring
you.
it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all
Pretty
told
good.
as he's taken down high in the 20. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to take a shot right away, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12,
I can
first
finally
down
do stuff
Seahawks.
now.
So 1st and 10
Maybe
now
not for
from the
long,
30.
though.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run.
No.
It's caught. Lockett. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. Got Gordon open, completes it. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening.
I can't hear what you're saying.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
I don't know how you did that.
Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 97 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start.
Oh my God.
Now Carson fumbles the football, and the Vikings pick up the football.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins taking it in. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
I like that. And he likes that, doesn't he? 1st and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Now it's Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversion. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. first down. Here's the run with Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, Cook. He's got the first down here inside the 30.
Oh, what kind of...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have recovered.
It's not often that we see big plays end in disaster.
Better recognize.
And we just absolutely saw it right there. They had something really big cooking on that one.
Can you, when you're down near the goal
I really
line
thought you got the ball
on a
back
big
right
play,
there.
do you get maybe a little too careless, a little too desperate for the goal line?
I think the last part is exactly right. You get desperate for the goal line, and sometimes you get the ball out ahead away from your body, or you're trying to extend to get there, or maybe you're just trying so hard.
And got his man complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there out of Cook. 77 yards. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Unable to stop KJ right there as he slips by for the sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bobby Wagner, the former second rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Here's Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
Okay, great blocking.
You would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
From the 25 on second down, Wilson. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. He lets it fly for Lockett.
Yeah, that was good.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. On 2nd down now, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
To throw is Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And
No.
now this is going to depend on the
Yeah.
start. And they say he's just short. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. This complete to Lockett. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get
ice the kicker, ice the kicker.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And Myers able to knock it through, and they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
I'm sorry.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually
Please don't tell me you get an extra play.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because
I thought they gave you an extra play.
You're just feeling it.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That one 28 yards on the ground. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and inches, Cousins. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
No, you suck, Tanner.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL reporter, Randy Moss, who also has a great background in the sport of kings, for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? Where they headed for the home stretch, is what he also said about it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Rasheem Green.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
No.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to rush coming, and he's taken down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you're talking about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety.
There he goes, right side.
Yes.
And all the way touchdown, Josh Gordon, 62 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Myers connects on the PAT, and that will level the playing field at 17 all. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Got some room at the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Throwing is Cousins. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage.
I would dare say that these guys would have liked to have given their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. But alas, my man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. They'll run for it. Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
No.
And his pass is intercepted.
Whatever. Get him.
Today. Picked off at the 12. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins.
You gotta be kidding me.
At the tight end. And he gets this
That should have been a pick.
35-yard line. 10
That should have been a
yards, and
pick.
it's good for a Viking first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Cousins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook.
What did you think of that?
That was
Bailey
autistic.
now for the extra point.
That was autistic. No.
And they will take a
It's close game.
7-point lead now.
You look like chicken and waffles. Waffle House.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Mama's house.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception,
What'd you say?
think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Wilson to throw. Left side complete to Lockett. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Wilson on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now Wilson. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28. He'll find Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Yes, sir.
DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. As they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that. But
accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone.
And it's not going to count.
Hold on here. We do have a flag down.
Yeah.
So let's see what this is about. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Cook following
what?
The penalty. And just not
what?
a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a game.
I don't know how he got that handoff off.
Here's Cousins. On the move to his left. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Throwing, Cousins. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play. And facing, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Now Cousins.
No way, bro.
It's complete. Now the Vikings will use
that's
the
autistic.
second of their timeouts. As the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. On 2nd down, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next
Overtime.
drive, the Seahawks offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ah.
Game winner in OT.
I'm going to go take a shower. I'll be right back.
Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at